This is the Stanley Adventure To Go food jar, 18-ounce capacity on it. There are the stats for you. Dishwasher safe, BPA free, 18/8 stainless steel, lifetime warranty, double wall vacuum insulation, and leak proof. So they claim it will stay 6 hours hot and 6 hours cold. So it has this big lid. Generally a food jar with a big lid doesn't stay as hot as a traditional thermos, but you can get a spoon in there and really eat out of it a lot easier than with a smaller style food jar lid. If you're looking for something that really stays warm, then this 24-ounce Stanley, you can see that the layers of insulation on this food jar are a lot thicker. So if you want a super thick one that stays hot for 12 hours, then you got to go with the big chungus. It's just not as easy to eat out of it with a spoon, but you can use the cap as a bowl. So that's another option if you're looking to stay hot all day. But this is perfect for lunch. And you can see it has these divots on the side so that it's perfect for my hand. So you can hold on to it a little easier. Nice wide opening. And then this insulated lid.
And that lid has a rubber gasket on it that is real easy to take off if you're cleaning it and then put back on. So that's another bonus point for it. And there is a pressure relief valve there if it gets too much pressure.
You can see it's 3 3/4 inches wide versus this one at 2 3/4 inches wide. So it's a lot bigger. The one thing you probably already know is if you want something to stay hot in one of these food jars or even a thermos of coffee, you want to pour some boiling water into it and then put the lid on and let it sit for a few minutes. This way the metal and the plastic inside are all going to be super hot. So when you put your food in there, it won't lose any heat sucked out by the metal being cold.
So I'm gonna throw a little bit of beef in the pan and then 18.5 ounces of black bean soup. So you will note that it's an 18-ounce jar. So I'm putting more than 18 ounces in it in this demonstration just because that's how big the can of soup is. And I like beef in the soup. I don't want vegetarian soup today.
All right, so now I take the hot water out of here, dump it out, so it's good and hot in there. We put our soup in there immediately. It's 59 degrees in the house, so let's just see what our starting temperature is. So it's 185.9 degrees. So now let's get that lid on there quick. Now we wait. So we'll start the timer. So realistically, if you had a job, you would make this in the morning, get in the car, go to work. So 5 to 6 hours, they claim 6 hours hot, is just about the right time if you wanted to have hot soup for lunch.
Fast forward to lunchtime. We set up our click chair, link in description if you want one. I love these things. And let's set up our convenient portable table attached to my Chevy truck, and lunch is served. So here is the final test after close to 5 hours in the winter wind. How hot is hot? We got to get the thermometer in there quick because that wind is going to cool it off fast. So it's been 4 hours, 48 minutes, and we started out at 185 degrees. So survey says 154. So we lost 31 degrees in close to 5 hours, and it still is hot enough to taste like soup you would have at the restaurant. So perfect. There's a link in the description if you want one of these. And here's a good look at the spoon angle. When you get to the bottom of the jar, you can see you still have a decent spoon angle. So if you want to get a good spoonful of food, there's really no reason to even dump it into a bowl. You can just eat it straight out of this thing, which is a big advantage over some of the smaller lid ones. And big thumbs up from me for it being able to retain heat so well all day.